What is up, guys? We're back for another Dokkan video, and today we're going to be taking on part 2 or stage 6 technically speaking of the Perfect Cooperations Challenge event. So in this one here we have a couple of missions. One's going to be just beat the event, nice and simple. The second one is going to be just do the stage with no items, so make sure you don't use any support items, don't even bring them if you want to get that mission done, just in case you're tempted to use one during the event. But for the most part, these stages have been pretty easy, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. And then the third one is a bit interesting. We got to use a full Shadow Dragon Saga team. So I've cooked up a little bit of a team here, which is basically just a GT Heroes team, but using all Shadow Dragon Saga units. So we're going to be running this team right here with G4 in lead, and then all these Super Saiyan 4 characters which showed up during the Shadow Dragon Saga. And at the end we have Pan, because Pan's on the team, and she kind of just fulfills the rotation anyway, so using Pan as a good floater is always recommended. She brings good support to the team. We also do have Super Easy A, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta on the team, so we'll see how he does today. Haven't used him yet, first time using him, so hopefully we have a nice smooth run. In terms of the team, that's going to be the team, so I'll see you guys in the event. Alright guys, we're here in the event and we've got two spicy intros to start us off, so let's see them. Right off the bat, G4 and the 70 GT boys. Alright, let's see what mechanics we got. Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Alright, we'll chuck G4. Oh, is that a seal I saw? How do I check? Oh, we are sealed, as you can see right there in the top left. Top left? Yeah, top left. He is sealed, so we won't be able to get some stacks, unfortunately, with these boys, but that's okay. Looks like G4 is not sealed, so we're ready to go on that front. Since these guys can't super anyway, we'll just give him whatever key and try to get Gogeta and Ultra Super here. And we're up to the race. Oh, the whole rotation sealed? Okay, never mind. That is very interesting that he seals the entire rotation. I wonder if he hits hard enough to actually do anything. Oh, surely he's doing no damage to G4 here. No count. Oh, I guess this doesn't count as a beam super, so G4 can't technically counter that one. It would be very interesting if they created an event where you could just never super and you just have to normal your way through it. Then that event would suck. Hopefully that's not what they've done here. That would just be terrible. If we had to normal attack our way to victory, man, that would absolutely be a tragic event. Maybe the most hated event in the game. Alright, Vegeta, you're gonna do a bit of a fusion, okay. Into G4, alright, interesting. Let's just skip the rest of the dialogue there. I imagine now we can probably super, right? Oh, hello. Are you supering at the end? Can you handle that, Pan? Double super at the end, not even one, but two. Alright, we'll see if Super Saiyan 4 Goku can do anything about that. Hopefully we get some counters in there, and maybe he can even tank it, but we'll see what happens. Alright, hopefully Super Saiyan 4 Goku can handle the double super at the end. We'll have G4 in slot 1. G4 should be perfectly fine. Maybe it's even worth putting G4 in slot 3 there, just to make sure we live the super attacks, but these stages for this event have been pretty easy for the most part, so I wouldn't be too concerned that G4's hitting all that hard. So we'll see what happens. We got our own G4 cooking up the damage here. Look at this guy. An absolute chef. A 5-star Michelin chef, if you get that reference. Some of you might, some of you may not, but yes, I do know that Michelin stars don't go up to 5, but there is a reference in there. So Oh, is it a counter? Nope, just a dodge. Okay, so this guy can dodge our super attacks. Good to know, good to know. Can never dodge active skills though, so active skill units come in clutch. Can be debuffed, it seems. Attack lower does exist, I think. We'll see if you can attack lower. You can defense lower, as we just saw. Can you attack lower? How hard is this hitting? Oh, that hit hard. Okay, 2.37 million. God damn, okay, this event might not be a pushover, guys. This might not be a pushover event. Alright, let's hop straight back in. And maybe we'll put G4 in slot 7 to tank that double super there. It should be fine actually. I think I can put the Yes 7 boys in that slot and they should be able to tank it. Looks like it might be dodge or die on this event, guys, so be playing around that, I guess. Ooh, we'll just get G4 this one here, and we should be okay. He does just cleanly seal everyone on slot 1, so, I mean on the first rotation. So you can't actually get too much damage in against him, and even if you do, it seems like he just kills it all off anyway when he goes into the G4 phase. So you're kind of just stalling here. Getting hit here is good though, because at least you get to use G4's active skill next time it comes around. So this phase isn't completely useless in that regard. It's not just a stall fest from Goku. We do actually get some benefit out of playing through this first rotation. Goes by pretty quick too, since we can't actually see any super attack animations, just all these additional attacks. Glad they updated this though with Dokkan 2. Would be very, very boring if we just saw the same old and normal attack animations over and over again. Alright, can we live second time around? We shall see, we shall see. We don't have Pan, unfortunately, to show us where the supers are, so we're gonna just count on him supering in the second and third slot, and hopefully these boys can handle the heat. Kinda hoping that Vegeta can at least counter the super attack, because I don't imagine he just gets cooked like Goku did. So we'll see, we'll see. 5.1 million here from Gogeta. If he counters the super, I think the 7th year G2 boys should be okay if they get supered. They do have 77% damage reduction. No counter from Gogeta. Can he tank it? That is the real question. We're about to find out. 1.3 can't tank it. Okay. Wow, this might be a brute force angle, guys. We just keep going and going until we eventually get it. So we'll see, but right now not looking too hot, I will say that. This team doesn't really have too many people who can dodge. Alright, we've seen the intros enough. I'll turn them off for now, and we can turn them back on. We can turn animations back on later on in the video. Wow, that second rotation, it looks like we're just gonna get straight cooked. No one on that rotation looks like he's gonna survive. So we're gonna just quickly reset here, because my god, there's no way hand dodges and Vegeta counters. I don't believe it. I'm not a believer. We're gonna need a G4, it seems, in the second rotation. So Just make sure we get that. Oh, do we have 2 G4s? We do. Okay, there's hope. There's hope. There is hope. Hopefully Pan doesn't get cooked as well, because that would suck. But we shall see what happens here. I think the plan is we'll just keep the two Super Saiyan 4s from the 4th year anniversary together. And hopefully they can stand on business on this rotation. A little bit doubtful about this Super Easy A for Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, so we're not going to keep him on rotation. That being said, might have been a better idea to put Super Saiyan 4 Goku in this slot here. Yeah, probably was better. Misplay on my end. Okay, this event is kind of hard. They're actually hitting quite hard. Is this the new toughest event in the game? It might be. Goku be hitting for 2.3 mil. Maybe the strat is to get a bunch of debuffs in. That might be the play. But then the question becomes, what Shadow Dragon units are debuffing? I guess we might just have to bring all the Omega Shenrons and the Sin Shenrons and try it that way, instead of running this GT Hero variation of the team. But then again, there aren't a whole lot of units on that team, so a little bit harder to sense how we can run a full Shadow Dragon Saga team. If we die on this next rotation, I'll try Omega's team, and we'll see if he can pull through on this event. I imagine he probably can. I think they're expecting you to just debuff the absolute hell out of both of these units, both of these phases, and then just do it that way. Especially since he hits very, very hard. We should see if we can seal, actually. This Goku can be sealed, so maybe that is the play. Just bring a sealing unit, and then maybe G4 can't touch you. So we'll see if we can stun or seal on the next rotation. I would imagine Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta we should be fine here against the Super. Hopefully. Hopefully he's fine. I mean, he lived it, so I can't complain, I guess. Alright, can we stun, seal, or attack lower? We can't seal and we can't stun, but we can attack lower. So that might be the play, guys. That might be the play. What do we do here? Do we chuck G4 in slot 7? That might be the play. I think that's what we're going to do. We'll put him there, and hopefully these guys will be fine in slot 1. And doesn't look like we have any way to heal, but it should be okay. Unfortunately, we didn't have the friend G4 in the first rotation, so we can't even pop the active skill because he didn't get hit because he was in slot 7. So that is a little bit problematic. And we're also not doing a whole lot of damage, so I think they really want you to debuff this guy in order to do the event. So might be an Omega Shenron angle, guys. Just getting that out there. AGL Omega Shenron might actually be the most clutch, and also STL Super Easy A Omega Shenron. I think that's who they want you to really bring here. So if we can't do it, we'll bring him and then see how we go. That is going to be the plan. Alright, can our G4... Can these boys live this first is the question. I was going to say, can our G4 live the Super, but how much are they doing? Double digits? Nice. Looks like they can handle business, which is good. Always nice to see. Vegeta is not being attacked, so we should be A-okay on that front. Can our G4 live the Super? This guy double supering does, in fact, make this event quite a lot harder. Especially since he seems to be hitting quite hard. So any debuffers you can bring, would highly recommend bringing him. But G4, as you can see, he stands on business in terms of damage. He's pumping out those numbers, which is always good to see. You probably can brute force your way through with G4 on this. You just got to get really lucky with the supers and the rotations that you get. Because if we had the friend G4 in slot 1, or just even in the first rotation to get hit, so he can pop his active skill, I imagine he probably would be dead on this next rotation. So we shall see if we got pretty unlucky in that sense. But maybe it's just enough. Maybe it is just enough. How much are we taking here? Wow, he can technically tank the Super pretty well. But, I mean, we took a hell of a lot of damage on that first rotation, so not great. Alright, I'll make a quick cut, and I'll bring the Omega Shenron team, and we'll try that one out. Welcome back, you clan. We're here with the Omega team now. I've farmed up all the EZAs and the sub EZAs for his team. We've got Super EZA, Omega Shenron, Tech Sin, and then the LR Shadow Dragons have also been EZA'd. So we're going to try this Omega team in this event and see how we go. Gogeta rolled us quite a few times when we were trying to use the GT Heroes team. So hopefully we have a bit of better luck here with this team, especially since we're trying to do the 6 Shadow Dragon Saga team. So we want to have a full Shadow Dragon Saga team just for the mission. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to load into the event and I'll see you guys there. Alright, very clean intro. We should be good here actually. Got pretty lucky with the rotations. So let's just pop the domain. Alright, got Omega's domain out. We look like we're gonna be okay. Got lucky that Nova's not getting hit here, so he shouldn't take any damage, which is great. We do need to get Omega a Rainbow Orb though to get the extra 10% damage reduction support, so let's just quickly do that. And we'll give Nova these orbs here, why not? Open up those tech orbs maybe for Tex and Shenron next turn. Ooh, is this going to do any damage to the LR Shadow Dragons? Yeah, well, it'll do a lot. Too much even, maybe. Okay. Never good. Maybe I should have put Omega in slot 1, but I'm not sure how he would have handled it, to be completely honest. So we'll see how we go from here. We do have quite a fair bit of debuffing on the next rotation, so we should be good. Tex and Shenron should also have almost 100% damage reduction from the extra Omega support, so we should be good to go next rotation. So we'll see if we can get there. Alright, let's get the quick fusion here. Super Saiyan for Gogeta. This guy has absolutely cooked us, especially when we were using the GT Hero units. So let's see if we can withstand the onslaught this time around. Ooh, I would like to give him the physical orbs to get a bit of healing. Give him the STR orbs to get that extra healing as well. And we should be good here, hopefully. How much damage are we taking, Tex and Shenron? Double digits, nice, nice, nice. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Ooh, Gogeta just dodged to the super. Hey buddy, you can't be doing that. I need to be pumping out that damage because you are a dangerous boy. Stop dodging! What the hell? Yo, you just left a double super. Alright, I mean, if you're gonna super anyone, I'd rather you just super this guy. Because he can take it right now at least. So that's okay, lovely jubbly. Ooh, the question is if he starts dodging all these debuff supers, I might be a bit cooked then. So hopefully he doesn't, and hopefully we get some additionals. Give us an additional after this one, Omega. Come on, we need that hidden potential additional. We need that extra attack debuff. All these debuffs matter. Yes, 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 yes. Good stuff, good stuff. Another extra debuff. Very nice. Do you debuff? I actually don't know if you debuff on super attack. I know he debuffs through his passive. He defense debuffs at least, so that's something. Not the end of the world. And Gogeta's just casually dodging all the attacks because he wants to be a pain in the ass. Oh my god, please stop dodging my guy. You dodged 4 super attacks just then? Alright. We have AGL Omega Shenron. Let's pop his active. Got an action break just there, so hopefully we action break one of the supers and we should be okay. Gonna keep the int guys on rotation here just because of the links. As you can see, my Omega Shenron is still missing 2 links in terms of getting to level 10. Currently working on that, so hopefully next time we'll have them all level 10 links. Gonna try to get as many same type orbs here to get as much healing as we can because we are going to need it. Let's see, can Omega tank the super after some of the debuffs? We're about to find out. We do be supering twice, so we're gonna have to live 2. That's the only issue. Unless we action break one of the supers. How much are we taking, Omega? Double digits, excellent. Those debuffs coming in clutch, guys. Make sure you're using debuffers if you're going to be versing this event, because it makes a huge difference, as you can see. Now we're just pumping out the damage, keeping those debuffs. Oh, the dodges, man. This guy's just been dodging way too much. Does look like we action break one of the supers, which is good. But man, the dodges are really stacking up. We're just missing a lot of free damage. And a lot of free debuffs as well. But it looks like these attacks are going through, which means he should still be fairly debuffed. Very nice. Keeping those debuffs going. Very clutch. Do we have another domain here with this Omega? We do. Okay, that's great. Let's pop that again. Very nice. Gotta keep that domain active. Gotta be debuffing this Gogeta, especially since he just keeps hitting so hard, man. Like, we need to be buffing our dudes. That's my first time actually seeing that active skill in game. Nova cooked right there, man. God damn, that was a lot of damage. Love to see that, and we get the attack break too, so definitely coming in pretty handy. Hopefully Omega can just finish this off for us. No complaints, no issues. We get the attack break in, very nice. And he dodges, man. Stop dodging, please. Just let us kill you, man, please. And he's dead. Thank you, man. Full Shadow Dragon Saga team coming in clutch. The Omega team, guys, that's the one you should be running for this event, clearly. Those debuffers and those debuffing is really strong in this event. The GT Hero team just doesn't have those kind of mechanics, so it's pretty clear why we were getting absolutely steamrolled. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to bring the Omega Shenron team for this event with all the new EZAs and sub-EZAs. If you have the units, they definitely come in clutch for doing this mission. So yeah, best of luck to you guys doing this event, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.